Hello Rockstars, Matt Vanderbo here. Hey, are you a current taxi member or a prospective taxi member or even a former taxi member who's looked back on your membership and wondered,
did I really get the value out of my membership that I paid for?
If so, then this video is for you because today I'm going to give you 5 ways in which you can maximize your membership to get far in excess of the value that you pay for. And if you're just stumbling onto this video wondering why a guy on a music channel is talking about taxis, then you need to check out this video right here because I'm not talking about taxi cabs that drive you places. I'm talking about the A&R company. And if you know all about taxi, then you will know that it is a paid membership service in which your first year costs $300 and every subsequent year in which you renew your membership, it is $200. Now, Taxi is primarily known for their listings, which are these musical want ads that they publish out to their membership base, and they basically act as a matchmaker to connect musicians with people who are in need of music, and then these people meet, and voila, deals are made and dreams come true. No, there's no kissing involved, hopefully. But this will pay much greater dividends than your Bumble or Hinge membership. Can't exactly say for Tinder. Anyways, Taxi is a matchmaker for your musical career, but it does cost money to be a part of the service. But like I said, they are primarily known for their music listings, and members can submit music to the listings. And if that is all you are doing with your Taxi membership, then you are just missing out on so much more, because Taxi offers a wealth of opportunities for you to take advantage of if you just do them, and almost all of them are free. So I'm going to tell you all about them today, and once again, as a reminder from previous videos, no, I am not an employee of Taxi. Taxi is not paying me to make this video. I've never made any money by testimonializing, but I have built my entire career by using them as a service, and I've taken advantage of all they have to offer, and I credit all of their fringe benefits that they offer as perhaps one of the biggest ingredients to my success, which has led me to where I am right now. So if you take advantage of these things too, hopefully your career will also skyrocket. Come on, baby, let's hope. So let's get right to it, starting with number 1, which is a free music conference that Taxi offers all of its members. It is called the Taxi Road Rally, and I did a complete video on that conference right here. You can check it out. I've been going to this conference for, 12 or 13 years, and it's what I look back on as the defining moment where my career was going quickly into a dead end, and instead of just beating my head against the wall and quitting music altogether, I hit my head against the wall, but then pivoted and then went this other direction, which launched a whole realm of opportunities. It opened up a musical world that I never knew existed, and it taught me how to do all of the things that I'm doing right now. It is a free music conference for all of its members. Now think about that for a second. A free music conference for its members. There are no other free music conferences in this world, but there are a variety of other music conferences. For example, if you go to the NAMM show, which is the National Association of Music Merchants, you can expect to pay $150 for entrance into the conference, but then if you want a badge that gets you these other perks, you're looking at another $350 to $450. So you can get in for $150, but if you really want to make the most of the experience, you're looking at $600 to $700. Or you could go to the PMC, which is the Production Music Conference. Also a good one, but that'll cost you between $400 to $450. Or if that's too rich for your blood, you could check out the ASCAP Experience, which used to be called the ASCAP Expo. Back when I used to go to the ASCAP Expo, I believe it was $450. My memory's a bit hazy. But now they've lowered the price. It still costs $150. And I'm not bagging on any of those conferences at all. They are all great places to be. I go to some of those as well. I am just mentioning them here along with their price tags to show you the value of Taxi's free music conference. Now, in a future video, I'm going to talk about the importance of going to some music conference, any one. Music conferences are such a vital and important part to your career growth as a musician or composer that you really need to go to at least one per year. But again, I'm just highlighting the fact that Taxis is free. So you pay $300 for a membership with Taxi, and you get the free conference that you'd pay $700 if you go to another one. I simply cannot express how important the Road Rally or any music conference can be to your career. But the fact that the Taxi Road Rally is a free part of your membership just makes it a no-brainer. But again, this video is all about maximizing your Taxi membership. So I want to circle back around here and tell you that if you are not taking advantage of that free ticket, then you are missing out on the single greatest perk that any music company offers to its members. 100% free. You just gotta go. And if you don't go, then you're just blowing the biggest perk that's available to you. Cue porn star joke here. Okay, so the second way to maximize your Taxi membership is to utilize the Taxi forums. Now you might be asking, what the heck are the Taxi forums? Well, they are my favorite little corner of the internet. This will harken back to like the year 1998 when the internet was built on discussion forums, if you remember those, if you're old enough. The Taxi forums are perhaps the last remaining relic of a bygone era of the internet, where users can get online, type in a question, and then everyone else can answer to it. And it's all laid out in kind of a searchable database in various categories. Now, for all you newfangled people here who may be a little bit younger that are just accustomed to things like Discord and Reddit and Instagram and Facebook, stuff is coming so frequently. And within an hour, something that was posted once is now at the bottom. You'd have to scroll for days to find it. Those websites are fairly ephemeral. Here today, gone tomorrow. Whereas the Taxi forums are a living, breathing encyclopedia, populated and policed by the members. And any question you can think of involving the music business has probably been asked on the forums and answered by a ton of different people. And if you don't really want to search, well, you can just ask the same question other people have asked. And other very knowledgeable members in this sync music business are going to jump on and answer your questions for you. But not only is it a question answer forum, it is also a place you can go to post your music to get feedback from other people. And when I was starting out, I used this perk all the time. I would constantly post my cues and songs on the forums and then read the advice of people who knew what they were doing because I clearly didn't. And then I would take all their suggestions and implement them into my music. It is a great way to learn why your music is not hitting the mark or what you are doing great or how you could do things differently. Not only that, but the people you meet there are the nicest people on any type of online forum. And you know how internet trolls can ruin everything? Well, there really are no trolls on the Taxi forum. It is just incredibly nice, kind, and helpful. And one last thing before I beat this horse to death is that's where I met a lot of collaborators that I still work with to this day. So you get your questions answered, you get your songs critiqued, and you meet new people that you could possibly work with in the future, all for free. So check out the description below and I will include a link to the Taxi forums. Okay, tip number 3. Every week on Monday afternoon, the owner of Taxi does a YouTube broadcast, which he calls Taxi TV. And those episodes are all archived on Taxi's YouTube channel. I listen to them all the time when I'm at the gym. In fact, I don't know if there's more than a handful of episodes in the entire 15-year history of Taxi TV that I have not watched. In fact, one of those episodes was perhaps the most inspiring thing that I've ever seen, and I watched it in my second year of trying to make a go in this music business, and it led me to a couple of guys who I would later meet at the Road Rally, one of whom became one of my best friends in the world, and him and I go on cruises together every year. If you want to be inspired by something, watch this video right here. Those are my friends Chuck and Steve. But back when I saw this video about 13 years ago, go, I did not know these guys. That's beside the point. Taxi TV is an invaluable thing. Treat it like a podcast. Put your phone in your pocket, go to the gym, go on a run, clean the house while you are listening to music tips, secrets, and suggestions. You need to be watching Taxi TV. Okay, number 4 is the Taxi Forwards blog, and I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. The Taxi Forwards blog is an area online that you can go to listen to all of the music that was forwarded for every single listing. So if you submitted something and got rejected and you are wondering,
well, what could possibly be better than my music?
or
where exactly did I go wrong?
Then go to the Forwards blog and listen to the stuff that did get forwarded. That can be such a huge light bulb moment for people. Sometimes you really just got to hear the stuff that made the cut and compare it with yours if it didn't make the cut. So go to the Forwards blog and just do some scientific back and forth A/B analysis between their music and your music. And the 5th way in which you can maximize your Taxi membership is to use a custom critique. Now, I saved this one for the end because it does cost extra. It costs $20 to get a custom critique, but it is worth its weight in gold. So what happens is you send your music into Taxi along with all sorts of questions that you might have about it. Are the lyrics good enough? Are the lyrics universal for TV shows? Is the mix good? Is the instrumentation right? How's the mastering? Blah, blah, blah. Basically anything you want them to pay attention to, you just list it in the critique form, and then one screener who is handpicked for your style of music will listen to it and answer all of your questions, but they will also give general feedback as well. Now, I would recommend you get a custom critique before your music is finished, especially if you're going to a recording studio where it's not so easy to go back and adjust the music or the lyrics later. But the custom critique is just a really, really great way to know if your music is where it needs to be or if you need to make adjustments, so you can go back in, fix it up a little bit more, and then submit it with a greater chance of success later. All right, so there you have it. My 5 ways to maximize your Taxi membership to get far in excess of the $300 you paid for it. And if you utilize all 5 of these methods, I swear that your musical career will take off. Now, I can't guarantee, there's no money back guarantee from me. You're getting my information for free. But I can tell you from personal experience that I have done all 5 of these things, and I continue to this day to do all 5 of these things. And I really credit all of these fringe benefits to be what has gotten me to where I am today. And before I leave you with a joke, I do want to give a shout out to Augustana University out in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, who had me out to their school in the spring of 2024 to teach 3 days of guest lecturing and intensive workshops to their students. So I thought I'd just wear their shirt. Very nice shirt, by the way. So now here's your joke. Did you guys hear about the semicolon who got arrested? He got 2 consecutive sentences. All right, see ya.